so this is Max. He is a 6-month-old standard poodle. He has some basic obedience training. He has never done any retrieve training. And I know that there are some of you that are interested in figuring out, how do I get my dog past that point of grabbing the dumbbell? Maybe your dog has had some negative experiences with it, whether it's touched a sore tooth or whether you've made it not fun or what have you. I just wanted to show you some alternative ways to starting the dumbbell work with a dog. This dog has literally had none of that. So for the dogs that are particularly sensitive with grabbing the dumbbell, maybe they had a bad association with it or what have you, it hurt, it doesn't really matter. I like to start off with a piece of fleece. And what I do with the piece of fleece is if the dog can get engaged with the fleece, that's all fine and dandy. So first time he's ever seen this, I'm just gonna kind of tease him with it. Interested but not grabbing it. Good boy, yay! Right here, Max. I wanna just point out to you guys something that I'm trying to be uber sensitive of. This is a fairly pressure sensitive dog, which means that if I go in his face like this, he gets uncomfortable. So as I'm playing with him, I'm trying not to put a lot of spatial pressure on him, meaning I'm backing away from him and I'm giving him my back instead of my face as best as I can given the situation. So make sure that when you play your dumbbell like that, you're very sensitive to that. So I got him a little bit interested in this, but not so interested that he wanted to grab it. That's all fine and dandy. The next thing that I'm gonna do is I've got a hot dog here. I'm gonna make this fleece just a little bit more smelly and interesting. See if I can't get him a little bit more interested in that. Good, ready? Oh, what's that? Oh, now he's interested in it. Good boy. Yay! I know I see you. Yay! Good boy. Good boy. So a little bit interested. Not too much. That's fine and dandy. So in this training session with this dog, what I would do is I would try my very best to get it so he was at least mouthing and biting it. And from there, I would build the skill set. So I'm gonna try one more time. Just give him a cookie because he's cute. Good job. Good job. Put that hot dog smell on that fleece. I'm going somewhere with this piece of fleece. That is why I'm using it. Eventually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap the fleece up so it looks like a bar, and from there I'm gonna build up in terms of how hard that bar feels on the dog's mouth. That is why I'm starting with this piece of fleece. So for those of you that have dogs that don't like the hard dumbbell bar, there's a reason why I'm starting here. Okay, one more time, we're gonna do it one more time. Are you ready? Ready? Does it smell? Oh, it's so smelly. Ready? Oh, yay! Yeah, good. Ready? Oh, he smells my hot dogs. Ah, he smells my hot dogs. Good. Good boy. Oh, there it is. I know. He smells the hot dogs in his mouth, in my mouth, bless his heart. So that would be a session with this young green dog that knows absolutely nothing. A couple things that I want to just make note to you guys. So, dogs tend to associate certain things with other things. So if you were to do a dumbbell session and after every dumbbell session you give your dog a meal, guess what? The excitement for that meal would start to bleed over into when you were doing your dumbbell session. So use that to your advantage. If you have a dog that is bonkers over meals, guess what? Do your dumbbell stuff right before you do the meal. That way the dumbbell becomes the pre-cue that the dog is gonna eat. And they'll take that eating excitement and they'll bring it onto the dumbbell. Another thing I want for you to be sensitive of, remember that dogs are spatially aware animals. So if you continuously are coming into this dog, I'll use a regular dumbbell, like this, well, guess what's gonna happen? The dog's gonna learn that he needs to pull away from this item, when in essence, all we want these dogs to do is come towards this item. So if you are using a regular dumbbell or you are using a toy, really try to back yourself away from the animal and have them come into you. A hungry, eager dog is always a good spot to start. So what I'm gonna do over the course of the next week or so, I see this dog pretty regularly, is I am going to continue to shape the interest of this toy. Fingers crossed, I'm not quite sure how long it's gonna take him. I'll go at whatever speed he needs. But fingers crossed, after he's got this toy and he's really excited about biting and grabbing this toy, I'm gonna take some more fleece and I'm basically gonna make a rod out of the fleece. So that is my next step for those of you that are looking to go forward, that have the nice bite on the toy already. He does not have that yet, that's fine. He's gonna build up and get it. So that is all for now. Thank you, and please message me if you have questions.